What's up, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to the channel. It's your go-to spot for everything Pittsburgh Steelers, and today we've got a lot to unpack. First, let's give credit where it's due. This team is grinding day in and day out, fighting to get better and deliver those wins we all live for. That's the Steelers way, right? And as we gear up for a massive Week 17 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, every detail matters. Before we dive into the latest updates, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss breaking Steelers news. Your support helps us keep the black and gold spirit alive. Steelers fans, we've got some big news, and not all of it is what we wanted to hear. The injury bug has hit us hard at a crucial moment in the season. Here's the rundown for Week 17. Out: CB Joey Porter Jr., knee; WR Ben Skowronek, hip; questionable, QB Justin Fields, abdominal. Meanwhile, some key players are ready to go, expected to play. WR George Pickens, hamstring; DT Larry Ogunjobi, Deshaun Elliott. Let's break this down. Joey Porter Jr. has been a cornerstone of our secondary this season, and losing him for a game of this magnitude hurts. The Chiefs' passing attack, even if not at its peak, is no joke. Guys like James Pierre and Dante Jackson are going to need to step up big time. And then there's Justin Fields. He's been dealing with an abdominal injury since Week 15 against the Eagles. While he's been primarily used as a change of pace option recently, his mobility has been a critical asset. Reports suggest he'll dress as an emergency quarterback, but it's looking like Kyle Allen will back up Russell Wilson again. Steelers Nation, this is the spark we needed. After missing 3 games, George Pickens is back and ready to make an impact. He's been a game changer for this offense all season, and his ability to stretch the field will be critical against a Chiefs defense that's already dealing with its own injury issues. With Kansas City potentially missing star defensive tackle Chris Jones and right tackle Jawan Taylor, the Steelers' offensive line has a chance to shine. That means more time for Wilson to find Pickens downfield and exploit mismatches in the Chiefs' secondary. Russell Wilson is back under center, and this is his chance to lead the Steelers to a season-defining victory. Let's face it, he's had some highs and lows, but the resilience this guy shows is what Steelers football is all about. Here's what's at stake for Wilson. Bounce back. After a tough outing against Baltimore, Wilson has a shot to redeem himself on the national stage. Leverage Pickens. With our star wideout back, Wilson can finally open up the playbook and go vertical. Lead the charge. This isn't just about stats, it's about heart. A win here could reignite the team's playoff hopes and energize the fan base. What do you think, Steelers Nation? Is this Wilson's game to prove he's still got what it takes? Let's talk about the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes isn't putting up MVP numbers this season, but don't let that fool you. He's still one of the most dangerous players in the league, and he knows how to win in tough environments. Here's how the Steelers' defense can contain him. Pressure is key. With TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith leading the charge, we need to get to Mahomes early and disrupt his rhythm. Secondary needs to step up. Without Joey Porter Jr., it's all hands on deck. Communication will be critical to avoid blown coverages. Stop the run. The Chiefs have a sneaky good run game. Shutting it down forces Mahomes to be one-dimensional, which plays into our strengths. This isn't just another regular season game. It's a statement opportunity. A win against the Chiefs would do so much for this team. Playoff push. At 8-7, we're still in the hunt for a wild card spot. Every game matters. Momentum builder. Beating a 14-1 team like Kansas City could galvanize this roster heading into Week 18. Pride. This is about proving that the Steelers are still contenders, even in the face of adversity. Mahomes himself called Acrisure Stadium one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. That's all thanks to you, Steelers Nation. This Christmas Day, let's make it louder than ever. Let's show the world what Pittsburgh pride really means. Steelers Nation, this is it. A Christmas Day clash against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team sitting at an impressive 14-1, but not without their own vulnerabilities. For us, it's more than just a game. It's a chance to keep our playoff hopes alive and show the league what Pittsburgh grit really looks like. On the Chiefs' side, the stakes are just as high. Patrick Mahomes and his squad are gunning for the AFC's top seed, which comes with home field advantage and a crucial first-round bye. But here's the kicker. Kansas City is heading into this matchup without one of their biggest defensive weapons. News broke early this morning that Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones is not expected to play against the Steelers due to a calf injury, and let's be real, this is a massive break for Pittsburgh. Jones is a force on the defensive line. Sure, his sack total this season, 5, might not jump off the page, but his impact goes far beyond the stat sheet. He's a disruptive presence who can single-handedly change the outcome of a game by pressuring the quarterback and stuffing the run. Without him, Kansas City's defense takes a serious hit, opening the door for the Steelers to establish their ground game and give Russell Wilson the time he needs to make big plays. The return of George Pickens. Just in time, Steelers Nation. This is the news we've been waiting for. George Pickens is back. After missing 3 games with a hamstring injury, our star wide receiver is ready to hit the field, and his timing couldn't be better. Stretching the field. Pickens is one of the best deep threats in the league. His ability to take the top off a defense will force the Chiefs to adjust their coverage, potentially opening up opportunities for other playmakers. Red zone threat. The Steelers' red zone struggles have been well documented. With Pickens back, Wilson has a reliable target who can make contested catches in tight spaces. Momentum. Builder. This is the type of player who can energize an entire team with one big play. Steelers Nation, how hyped are you to see Pickens back in action? Let us know in the comments. Russell Wilson. The spotlight is on now. Let's talk about the man under center. Russell Wilson has had an up-and-down season, but this is his moment to lead the Steelers to a season-defining victory. Here's what's on Wilson's plate: capitalizing on opportunities. With Chris Jones out and Pickens back, Wilson has the tools to exploit Kansas City's defense. Limiting mistakes. Turnovers have hurt us in recent weeks. Wilson needs to play smart, efficient football to give the Steelers a shot. Proving his worth. This game is as much about leadership as it is about stats. Wilson has the chance to prove he's still got the clutch gene. Do you believe Russell Wilson is the guy to lead us to victory? Drop your thoughts below. The defensive task. Slowing down. Mahomes, let's not sugarcoat it. Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the game, even in a down year by his standards. He's coming off a solid performance against Houston and says his ankle is feeling much better after last week's game. Here's how the Steelers' defense can contain him. Pressure, pressure, pressure. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith need to be relentless in getting to Mahomes. Without Chris Jones, this game could turn into a battle of pass rushes, and we need to come out on top. Secondary. Holds the line. Losing Joey Porter Jr. is a blow, but this secondary has stepped up in tough situations before. Communication and discipline will be critical. Stop the run. If we can make Kansas City one-dimensional, our chances of pulling off the upset increase significantly. Mahomes on Acrisure Stadium, it's gonna be rowdy. Steelers fans, this one's for you. Patrick Mahomes himself acknowledged the challenge of playing at Acrisure Stadium, calling it one of the most intense environments in the league. This is our chance to make a difference. Let's make sure Mahomes and the Chiefs feel the heat from the moment they step onto that field. This isn't just a regular season game. It's a test of character. A win here doesn't just keep our playoff hopes alive. It sends a message to the entire league that the Pittsburgh Steelers are never out of the fight. Steelers Nation, your team needs you. Let's pack Acrisure Stadium, crank up the noise, and show the Chiefs what it means to play in Pittsburgh. All right, Steelers Nation, it's time for you to weigh in. Let us know in the comments. What's your take on the injury report? How big of an impact will losing Joey Porter Jr. have on our defense? How excited are you to see George Pickens back in action? Can he be the difference maker against Kansas City? Do you believe in Russell Wilson? Is he the leader who can guide us to victory on Christmas Day? We want to hear your thoughts, your passion, and your predictions. This Christmas Day showdown isn't just about football, it's about heart, grit, and everything that makes the Pittsburgh Steelers the greatest franchise in the NFL. With the odds stacked against us, this is the time to rally together and show the league what we're made of. If you're hyped for this game, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Together, we are Steelers Nation, and together we can conquer anything. Thanks for watching, and as always, here we go, Steelers. Let's bring it home.